Hello, my name is Troy, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately, usually titled "What's Wrong with Kids in Today's Society?" I think there's lots of things wrong with kids in this society, and I think the reason why there's a lot of things wrong with them is because of the way society has made them. Personally, I was a little shit when I was younger. Between 14 and 15, I was a wreck. I got arrested twice. First time I got arrested was for shoplifting. The second time was for arson. I didn't do the arson offence, but I didn't get charged or anything for it. They dropped the case eventually because obviously I didn't do it. But the shoplifting offence, the reason why I did that is because I was bored. I had nothing to do. And you might say, well, Troy, there's plenty of things to do. Not really. I got bored of playing my Xbox every 5 seconds. I got bored of sitting on the computer all the time. So I went out shoplifting because it was good fun. The only problem was I eventually got arrested. But I'll come to that part in a minute. Yeah, there's nothing to do where I live whatsoever. I think most places are like this. I can't go down to the park because... well, I can't go in the swings area because that's for little kids, and I'm just gonna look retarded in there. It's boring in there because all the playthings are for kids. Plus, I'm 6 foot. I was about just below 6 foot when I was 14 and 15, so I couldn't really go in there at any rate. The skate park is so shit in my town that usually it's just crammed full, so it's not worth going in there because you can never get a go on it. So yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with society. I remember I always get told stories where my parents used to play in these woods wherever, but here there ain't really any woods anymore. There's one set of woods left which I can actually walk to. But anyway, I got to about 16 years old and I thought I got to change my ways. I didn't like being arrested. I didn't like sitting in the cells. The cells are just a small square room with a bench and a toilet in the corner. It stank like smelly cheesy feet. I just didn't like it. It was just a disgusting grim place, and I thought, well, I don't like being in here. It was a fair punishment for someone like me because I didn't like being in there. It was claustrophobic and I just don't like it, so I stopped doing bad things, because if I stopped doing bad things I wouldn't have to go back in there. So one of the things I believe makes society really bad is the fact parents cannot discipline their kids. Now, I can tell you a really good story on this. This bloke went to a shopping centre with his son, and his son done something bad. I'm not sure what his son done. So he swinged his son over his knee, gave him a quick smack bum, and blah blah blah. The following day, this man got arrested at his house for abusing his son. And the reason why he got arrested is because some little nanny state little shit decided to grass him up because they couldn't mind their own fucking business. In my eyes, this person should be arrested for destroying society. They should be shot, because people like this we don't need. People like this wreck society. So now parents can't give their kids a smack bum because little pricks like them are probably, hiding behind the corner waiting to bloody grass on them. I remember I was in a shopping centre in the UK called Tesco's, and there was this little kid shouting at his parents because he wanted a lollipop. He was going, "Oh, I want a lollipop." He was there shouting, swearing, spitting at his parents, and I was just there thinking to myself, what a shame those parents can't just swing that stupid little spoilt shit over their knee and give him a good ass smack bum. All he needed was a good caning. Red mark for a couple of seconds, would have stung for a couple of seconds, he would have learnt his bloody lesson. But no, they couldn't do that because most likely there's some little prick around the corner with his phone going, "Police! Police! There's his parents abusing their son!" more like these parents disciplining their son. One of the things I think is really bad is school. Now, school, in my eyes, was a wreck. Primary school, they treated you like cattle. Secondary school, they treated you as if you're thick as fuck. I had a teacher, she would come into school with shoes what were 1 metre tall, so she was taller than everyone else. She used to come into school with these disgusting blue tights, a skirt what might as well have just been classified as a belt, and she used to come in with low cut shirts and shit like that, purposely to intimidate. She looked like something off a flipping Playboy or something, you know. Well, not even that, because she was like a 40-year-old. She was like a bloke in drag half the time. She looked like a fucking disgrace. And she wasn't very nice, because she used to wear heels so she was taller, so she could intimidate easier. And she used to hate me for some reason. She used to sound like she had just swallowed a dictionary. One time I was in detention with her, she would skip to tell me I was in detention. And lots of students went through this. And because they're treated so badly in school, you know, they have bad experience in school, they end up being bad and rude to a lot of adults. I've heard professional teachers actually say this. A lot of other teachers are not basically not very good. They don't treat the students very good, and they get bad experiences and then are rude to other teachers. I think there's plenty of things wrong with kids, but I think there's even more things wrong with society, the way people think and talk, and I think we should start speaking against these bloody stupid retarded nanny states who just sit there going, you mustn't smack your kid because they might get harmed. If you give a kid a smack bum, they'll end up with a red mark on their ass and it will heal. In fact, its body wouldn't even need to heal because it wouldn't really hurt them. At most, it would cause a bruise. Things everyone's blaming is the kids and their parents. No, it's not just kids and their parents. My little brother, he goes to school, he learns things off of other kids, comes home and starts doing it. Say for an example, you send your 3-year-old to school. Another kid's there going, you know, swearing the hell off. Your kid comes back and does the exact same thing. Yeah, so it's not just the parents and the kids. It's lots of things to why kids are little shits these days. But then I think all kids are little shits, really. And you might sit there going, no, I was a good boy when I was little. I just used to make my model aeroplanes, or I used to go and play in the street with my friends. We used to all play football. Yes, but in between that, you must have been doing something wrong. You know, you can't tell me you never lit any fires or done something wrong, what you shouldn't have supposed to be of doing. You can't tell me you never went down to that retarded old senile old man and lit a flaming bag of poo on his doorstep. But anyway, this is all I have to say about this subject now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.